All right. Looks like I'm live, which is awesome. Hold on, let me get live on Instagram. Okay, I am here today as the Intrepid Songwriter, chronicling my adventures as a songwriter. Because seriously, who does that? Who else is going to tell you what being a songwriter is really like, what that grind is like, what that hustle is like, the kind of stuff you have to face and deal with? That's why I started this channel, to tell you all the things I wish they told me when I first started out in the music business game. Today, I'm here to talk about this banger of an interview that I did. It was just one of the most fun and informative and engaged interviews I've ever had in my entire career. And I can't recommend these people to you enough. And I'm going to play a little excerpt from it. But first, I want to show you who was involved. Okay, first off, you should be able to see that on your screen now. Let me be sure I got that in the right place. Okay. Okay, this is Randy Chertko. Randy's one of my best friends. If you don't know who Randy is a multifaceted industry expert. He's a business manager. He's a TV producer. He's a musician. He's an author of several music industry books, like The Indie Band Survival Guide and Making Money with Music. He's a public speaker and he's an instructor. He's a teacher. Randy is just good people. I can't say enough good things about him. So if you don't know him, you need to get to know him, because he has done nothing but bless my life from the day I met him. The other person that I did the interview with was, let me pull up Wally's page, Wally Lockard III. Hold on. Okay, there's Wally. Wally is another person to where if you don't know, you need to get to know him. Let's look at his credentials. He's street respected and industry connected is his tagline. Executive producer of the award-winning Urban Grind TV platform that has helped indie artists, legacy musicians, and entrepreneurs launch their careers. 20 years of experience in the music and entertainment industry. Owned an indie label, managed a recording studio. Now let's also look at, he's a law school graduate, certified hip hop scholar, and teacher. He is also an author of Music is My Business, the ultimate startup guide to the music business. Okay? So these are top-notch people that I did this interview with, and you want to get to know them. Okay? Your life will be the better, especially your songwriting life, your producing life. If you're just starting out in the game, or if you're at a plateau in your career and you want to know how to go to a higher level, you want to get to know these two gentlemen, Randy and Wally, and you want to connect with Urban Grind TV. That will greatly help you as well. Okay? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to play a small excerpt from the interview that I did, because I definitely want you to check it out. I've done interviews with Randy the other way around, where I was interviewing him. I'll put those links below this video. And I'm going to put the link to this video underneath in the description box. I want you to subscribe to my channel, like and share this video. And I want you to subscribe to their channel, like and share their video. So let's pull that up so you can see that. All right, here we go. Just a small excerpt, because we talked for a long time. So yeah, you got to give yourself room to do that. And what I mean by room to do it is you kind of have to let the baby come out. So if it wasn't all at once, you got to give yourself room to allow yourself to go do something else, because you can tell artists when you first hear a track, and if they do that same track 6 months later, it has evolved. Have you ever noticed that? Sometimes you hear it live and you're like, it's at such a different place.
Absolutely.
And so sometimes you have to, when you're writing it, give yourself room. It might take a week. You know what I mean? Go do something else, but give yourself room, and that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. And a whole lot of people think you have to always do it all at once, and no, you don't. No, you don't. You got to give yourself room. And then when you give yourself room, when it's right, it's kind of like, like they say about being in love, when it's right, you know. When a lyric comes and it's a lyric you were looking for, you'll know. If it's something like a key change, you'll know. If you've been looking for a unique sound, and you're like, I tried my 808s, I tried my 909s, I tried everything everybody else uses. It's not giving me the sound I want.
Mm.
And then all of a sudden, you're somewhere and you hear a world sound. You hear a sound from another ethnic group, another country. You say, "That's it."
Mm-hmm.
See, you'll know it. My father taught me that. My father taught me when I went to buy my first bike. I said, "That's the one I want." And I remember that first little 5-speed. So cool. When we went to get a 10-speed, my father said, "So what do you think?" I said, "Well, that was okay." And my father said, "Nope." I said, "What'd you say?" He said, "Nope, I ain't buying you nothing." I was like, "Why?" He said, "Because when you got that first bike, you said, that's the one I want. Until we get that feeling, I'm not buying you nothing." So we walked around until I found this gold 10-speed. I said, "That's what I want." He got me that one.
That's like your hell yeah, Randy.
It is. Hell
like
yeah,
you gotta
I know.
love it. Like it's gotta be a hell yeah, right?
And yes,
Hell
and
yeah,
so you got to give yourself room when you're a songwriter to wait to get there, because it might not happen all at once. So that's just an excerpt of the interview I did, but we talked about practical stuff. We talked about, things that you can apply in your songwriting, things that you can apply in your career right now. That's the whole purpose of me starting this channel, to help you out when you get stuck or when you get somewhere and you're not sure how to move forward. And that's one of the things I talked about, was trying to do everything all at once. Sometimes songs, beats, tracks don't come all at once. And you have to let the baby grow. You got to give yourself time to birth it. Okay? So I strongly, strongly, strongly suggest that you check out this interview that I did, because it's full of gems, it's full of gold, it's full of me dropping stuff that's going to help you progress further. And these are also people you want to meet and get to know, and they will help you in your career as well. All right? So that's it for today. Just want to let you check this out. I'll put all the links underneath this video, and I'll put them on Instagram as well. So remember, the whole reason I became the Intrepid Songwriter is to chronicle my adventures as a songwriter, because nobody does that. Nobody tells you what being a songwriter is really like, and I'm here to tell you that. All right? So don't forget to check all this stuff out. That's it for today. Intrepid Songwriter, out.